Good morning, everyone. Today we're back with 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And all the people, or well, not all the people, the two links that lead to all the people, the YouTube, anybody who's on YouTube, there'll be links there once you hit that. And then anybody who's just got them on Facebook, that'll be there. So our sketch artist today is Amanda Castle, and she has, it looks like 3 layers of paper, and then she has journaling on the inside layer. So she's got a block and a block and a block. And then she has the title here, the subtitle here. She has 2 tags that I imagine have the pictures on them. And then she has a floral at the top of one of the tags and a floral at the bottom of the one on the right. And then she has bows and then like a ribbon or twine or something from the top. So mine's going to look very similar, but also my pictures are going to be a little bigger because by the time I cut everything down, it's like that little, this part got kind of small, but you'll see it. You'll see it's definitely inspired. Okay, now I went through my tags, and boy, I really roughed this one up. I went through my tags, and I did not find one that actually fit my pictures. And then I found this one. It's like, oh, my pictures fit right on there, but I didn't have 2 of them. So I thought, well, I'll just trace around it. Well, my pictures, I hadn't trimmed the edge off them yet, and they had, you know, kind of like a thin piece. You know, it's not like I could have left it on there. So anyway, I traced this, and then I ended up trimming it down. I must have trimmed it down for an hour. It was ridiculous, but it's over with. But that's how I started. And one thing nice about this one, this is the 3rd sketch I think that caused me to get tags out, so I like that, even though I didn't actually use one that I had today. And the other things I'm going to be using is florals from book 9 of Mintay's Floral Books, and I'm using in Vogue by Carta, and so I'm using those papers and some of the stickers and what ended up being cut apart. They had one sheet of paper that the other side was this gorgeous plaid. And on this side was these little perfume bottles. And where she has the journaling, I'm gonna put perfume bottles. I just thought, you know, I decided I was using these last month, and then I thought, well, I don't even know what I would journal. She's getting her hair done for her mom's wedding, and it's like, okay, I don't even know what I would journal around that. So, and then I thought, oh, the beautiful perfume bottles. So I've taken one of the papers, this one here, it's got shoes on one side, and this it looks very vintage, little like firework things. And then this collection has an ivory base, so I'm using ivory paper. And this is where it all started. I laid the pictures on here, and it's like, I love that. I just loved how it looked. So that's because I was going to use white, so I could actually journal in that area. But then once I laid this on here, I thought, nope, that's my main paper. So this is a 9-inch. This is cut down 3/8 of an inch. And then I took out a 1.5 inches out of here, which gave me a 9. So I do have a little bit of that shoe paper left. And I hope I used that plaid because it seems to me I just used it. I don't know. I must have used the plaid because it's my favorite. Okay. That Mintay paper didn't, or Mintay, the Carta just didn't want to stick to that paper at the angle I had it, I think. Okay, I think I need to change my blade. I thought I had it upside down because I usually flip it one time, but I dropped it on the floor the other day, so I had to put it in kind of random, and I thought it looked all right, and now I'm seeing that it looks kind of shreddy. Okay, and now I'm gonna put this one here. Oh, and the cut aparts are on here too, but you know, half the time I don't use them, so it's not like I'm gonna cry over them. Okay, so let's see how much. Need to have 1.5 inches. Yes, that's it. So that's the spot. Let me see if it's the same on the other side, because I'm gonna need that space for my little perfume bottles. Okay, I think that should be there. Now I gotta double check it again. Nope, I moved it again. Okay, I gotta keep that there. Okay, now we should be straight. Okay. So I'm going to put these here on the same side that she has hers, but she has hers, they're kind of tilted, but because of mine being bigger, I'm not going to tilt them because they're going to take up enough space the way it is. And then I had one of the cut apart cards from the page, and I cut this edge off it, so it would be her and then like I don't know, maybe like a fashion board or whatever they would call them. And so I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to put like 1/8 of an inch on each side. Whoops. Put a little bit more. Okay, now some of these are going to get kind of lumpy with my ribbons and things, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put the little perfume bottles down, and I'm going to lay them out in the order that I have them, and I'll show you what it's going to look like, and then I'll pause the camera. And I mean, I think I could put them down because it's like there's kind of a certain length of space, and it looks like it works. What, you know, it's like, I think I lay it out to where it's, you kind of feel like, yep, that's the spot. So, but there is, how many? I think there is 36 of them. Okay, so I'm off. Okay, so I do have a bigger space in there. Okay, so they're going to be like this. So I'll start with the middle one probably and just work out. So I'm going to get those glued down, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my little border all the way around. I really love it. Okay, now I'm going to put the photos down, and I'm going to put this one where she's still getting her hair done. This is right after. So I'm going to put it maybe about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom, but only 1/8 of an inch from the edge. and let this overlap it. Now, Amanda does not have hers overlapping, but hers are smaller. Oh, and maybe I want to check and I'm going to use a floral, and I want to make sure that I don't have her completely covered up. Okay, I think if I put it about here, that should be good. Maybe I don't have to overlap it as much. Okay. And I always have to figure out which way it goes. I think I'm gonna put it about like that. I do almost think it goes that way, but maybe I should pull it up a little bit more, because that way I can put it the way that I think it actually needs to go. Let's see. So this was in, I think it was in like the first, it's definitely the first week of November. And I thought about using fall paper, but I just kept thinking of this paper, and it's like, I just am loving it. Okay, so I think it goes about like, maybe like that. So I'm going to let it kind of go around that perfume bottle. And then I have this larger one, which I'm actually going to tuck under. Maybe about like that much. And then I'm going to use Fashionista for the title. And I'm going to put my title up at the top. She has hers down here, so I actually have my subtitle about where she has hers. And I'm going to put this maybe about here, because I'm also going to tuck in some flowers again. I don't want to cover up the little dress forms, so I'm going to put that. Let's see. I'm going to also put this flower over on the other side, so, you know, strategically placing everything so that I don't cover up things I don't want to cover up. Okay, so I think probably about like that. And then the little flower here. Actually, now this flower, I kind of like that one on the outside. So maybe I'll do that. Okay. And I haven't covered up any of the perfume bottles. It took me an hour to, at least an hour to cut up. It was a lot of fussy cutting, because I cut them all even though I knew I wouldn't use them all. I just thought, well, I'll cut them all and that way I'll know what to do. And then I'm going to put one extra one here. And then she has little ribbons here, so I'm doing the same thing. Or hers looks more like probably twine. I'm going to use little ribbons because it was a wedding day. Okay, I tied these ahead so I wouldn't have to do that. Okay, and I'm just going to use glue. And then if I have to, I'll use E6000 later. So I'm just putting that right in the hole. And I trimmed them to the size that I thought they would have to be. So for this one, I can see that it already looks like they're too long. So I'm going to pick it up and trim it off. Maybe because my adjusting made it smaller. Okay, and this one here. Oh, I guess I could have used the this here because it glues twine on really good, but I've also used this for both things. Oh, I want to adjust that. Okay, let me try that again. Okay, and then where's my, okay, and since the background is the turquoise color, I thought I would use the dark turquoise enamel dots. And I think I'm gonna stick one right underneath this flower. And maybe the medium over here. And then a small one over here too. And maybe I'll put them all next to the flowers. Oh, and I didn't push this down just in case I had to move it, but now it's okay. One there. And down in here. And I think I'm just going to put one of the mediums over here. I'm kind of putting them all where they're a little bit tucked. One of these smaller ones over here, kind of on the sign, the title. And maybe, where do I want this one? I want it up here. Okay. But not on the leaf. Okay. Well, I did have it off the leaf. Okay. So that's it for today. And I love this sketch. I think this turned out really good. And you can tell that, you know, it was definitely inspired by it. I love journaling around the outside. I did that. I've done that before and I love how that looks. I just thought this would be fun and I love how it turned out. So I will have close-ups at the end, and remember, check out all the other links that take you to the other scrapbookers, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.